September 4th, 2013, getting ready to start a little adventure. I'm going to climb Table Rock. That's it, the big thing behind me here. Hope you can get a good gander at that. It's about, I don't know, 7 or 8, 10 after 3, something like that. I'll try to climb the top of this. I want to get some time-lapse video, or actually photos for a time-lapse sequence with my GoPro Hero3s. And it's the first time I've been in the Linville Gorge area with my GoPro Hero3s. The first little part of the trail is pretty steep, and I've just made it up that. So I'm stop and take a break here because I've never been able to shoot this in all its glory, I think. I've never had a camcorder that would shoot that wide. I'm shooting 4K video, 15 frames per second in wide on my Hero3, and it's a, let's say, 15 frames per second. It's not the perfect way to shoot, but definitely 4K video captures a whole lot more than what you're going to see with any other camcorder I've ever brought out here. So this is what it looks like. That's shooting down into the gorge, back toward the chimneys, and I'm going to try to head back out that way after a while. So Linville River flows down in there. I'll just kind of go slowly around so you can see what's here. And Table Rock is way up above me, that outcropping up there to the top. That's where I'm headed. Probably you got about a 600 or 700 foot climb over about a mile of hiking. I'm carrying about 25 pounds of stuff with me, maybe close to 30. So it's hefty. It's a challenging little hike. It's a little hazy today, but I think we got pretty skies. I'm gonna get some time lapse and see what the clouds look like as they move kind of slowly over these awesome vistas. Here's another kind of cool area you come to, a little shelter place on the trail. I'm probably not even 50, 70 yards beyond where I just shot a while ago. Looks like it could be a little bear den or something, doesn't it? Just for point of reference, that's kind of how I'm sized compared to it. So that outcropping there goes up probably 20 feet or so, probably about 15, 16 feet there at that point. Now this is a little Table Rock here out in front of us. It kind of is a little outcropping that's beautiful out there. It juts off just off to the, I guess, sort of northwest of Table Rock. So Table Rock is actually back up this way behind me. This is kind of one of my favorite spots on the trail up. You got this kind of place where this rock is split off. The rock you're seeing there to the left is probably, I'm guessing, about 18 feet high. So we're really not too far from the top of Table Rock once we get here. We're probably 3/4 of the way up. And we've been doing a lot of switchbacks. Gorge is back off down that way. Once again, here's kind of how the trail looks. Here's how I'm looking, having negotiated it. It's pretty hard with the tote and all the stuff up. So yeah, here's this cool little part of the trail here, where you get to walk through the cleft of the rock here. Okay, so I've made it to the top of one of the awesomest places in Appalachia, I think. This is, I'm at the top of Table Rock. I'm actually just a little bit below the top of it now. I've walked kind of toward the southward end of it. And I've got my GoPro on a golf stick about 5 feet away from me. I have some GoPros set up here. One up there in front of me now, one behind me that you can see, that are shooting some time lapses. I'm shooting 1 frame every 10 seconds. And I just want to kind of get the gorge. The one that's over here behind me is shooting back down the gorge, kind of toward the south and east, toward Lake James. So you're seeing Shortoff Mountain is kind of the prominent mountain back there in the background. And I'm on Table Rock shooting down the length of it. The camera that is behind me back there in the distance, I don't know if you can see it or not, is shooting back toward kind of up the gorge, sort of up toward the river and Hawksbill Mountain, which is that sort of rocky thing that you see there with the shadows just beneath it right now. So trying to get some really good video here, 4K video. First time I've ever shot 4K up here, and first time I've ever had a really good wide lens to get any video. And so I'm going to change frame rates, go into some 30p for a minute, just because I want to do some extensions here with my golf stick. Just so you'll know what I do, I have a golf stick with this is a piece of a noodle like you swim with, and I just cut that off and stuck it in the golf ball retriever. I call it a golf stick. It's really a retriever, and it telescopes out to about 14 feet. So I can screw a little handle onto the bottom of the GoPro and then shoot video this way. So here I am with my stick telescoped all the way out. Now you can get a better view of where I am. That's the Catawba Valley back down behind me. Hawksbill and all that should be back behind me sort of now. Grandfather Mountain and all too. And that's the Linville Gorge. Little Table Rock. Little Table Rock should be back behind me now. Turn sideways, sorta. Here's an angle most people have probably never gotten because I'm probably 16, 18 feet up off the ground.